So today we're making spiced keto donuts with a maple glaze. We're starting off by liberally greasing the pan. These donuts really like to stick to the pan even with a nonstick coating, so give it a nice liberal greasing. I'm using coconut oil here. And you want to kind of grease around the outside edges as well, just in case you get a little bit of batter that kind of hangs off the edges. This just lets them come up a little bit easier. Makes for a little messy looking pan, but that's okay. We're after the results. All right, so we're going to set this aside. All right, here is our cream, our water, our avocado oil, eggs, our sugar substitute. Now for more on sugar substitutes, because they do make a difference, make sure that you click on the link for the blog post in the description of this recipe, and there also should be a little clickable card on this video. Our vanilla. Now comes our spices. So here's our ground cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and allspice. Now we're going to blend this all together till it's completely combined. We're going to move this bowl aside just for a moment, and we're going to stir together our coconut flour, baking powder, xanthan gum, and salt. Now stirring this together beforehand prevents the xanthan gum from clumping on you when you add it into the liquid mixture. So now we're just going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Blend them up. Now we're going to blend for a good minute on low speed to allow the coconut flour to start absorbing up all of that moisture. You can see it's very runny right now, but as we mix this, it's going to become thicker and thicker. All right, we're going to let this set for 5 minutes where it's going to continue to thicken up. All right, so we are 5 minutes later. I'm going to show you, look at how thick that got. Isn't that crazy? That is the magic of coconut flour's absorbing qualities and why you use so much less coconut flour than traditional flour. It's about 25% of coconut flour. So for every cup of traditional flour, it's actually a 1/4 cup-ish of coconut flour. All right, so now we're going to fill up our donut. So I like to use just a spoon and a mini spatula. I love these mini spatulas. Just kind of fill the donuts. All right, so now we are ready to bake these in our preheated oven. All right, we are going to make a maple glaze. So we're going to start with 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of sweetener. You can use any sugar substitute you'd like. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of maple extract. Now I'm using allulose in this maple glaze, and so allulose is about 70% as sweet as sugar, so if you want it even sweeter, you can actually add maybe 10 to 20 drops of liquid stevia or liquid monk fruit extract just to bump up the sweetness level a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and whisk this till it gets nice and glossy. So we're going to go ahead and glaze a donut. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my donut